Now you're gonna have to cut this whole bit out. Like,
I got
can you
nothing
hear it?
now,
They
bro.
got click
No,
play
no, no,
and then
no.
just stood there gooning.
No, because I shut off for a second. Okay, cool. First things first. A few announcements to make. In fact, just one announcement. We have decided that we are now uploading our stuff to Spreaker. So
Nah,
if
fuck
you
that. It's on. If you want to check out the pod, it's on Spotify, Apple Music, all them audio stuff. You like to listen while going on a run? Listen, it's good
it's
shit.
in
Link
the
in the
link
description, right?
in the description. I put the link in all of the videos now as well.
Type thing. We're going global. Bottom 100 what's it called? Podcast.
Did you say bottom?
Aiming for the bottom. Aiming for the bottom, never rising.
If we're bottom
Pockets
100,
always empty,
let's
never full.
be
Money hungry, money full.
money full.
Yeah, like
If there's
you know, you say
9,000
money hungry,
podcasts,
like
we're
you're always
number
on the grind.
9,900, and we're climbing, we're rising, we're gonna rise. We'll get there.
To the bottom.
Consistency.
Consistency is key.
Anyway, so yeah, if you guys prefer to watch it without seeing our faces, or you just want to watch it on a run, in the car, driving home, after you drop your kids to school, whatnot, we're here. We're always gonna be here.
Available. Anyway, let's get to it. They're the important things in the world. JJK.
We love
doing
it.
your thing. Episode 4. Marky. My gal. Mine. I'm claiming it from day 1. I read the manga.
Fair.
And then I was like, yo, that's my girl right there. I put her in top. What? She was in. We're doing best characters in the JJK series. Then I had Marky up there. So I don't.
She's in the top 10. She's in the top 10 easily.
Top 10. I did probably top 3 of my favorites. What are you talking about?
Favorite character? Oh, favorites. Oh yeah, no, favorite character. She's top 5. She's top 5 easy.
Top 3 for me. Type shit.
I'm trying to think who's the 4 niggas above her.
Exactly. For me, I like for personal favorites, not necessarily the strongest or not. To me, it's Mahito goes top 1, and then Mahito, Ghetto, and then Maki. Those are my top 3.
I don't know if Mahito's in my top 5. I put Kenjaku, Gojo and Yuta, and then I think put Maki 4. Kenjaku goes top because he's just swaggy the way he does shit. So
I hear it.
I think he's swaggier than Ghetto. He got that body and said, "I'm better than you with this." And
not only he's better, but then okay, I hear it. Yeah, he's better. But then what? This nigga's been alive for like 1,000 years. So what are you talking about? Like experience matters.
He just
like
does
the
shit
same way.
cold.
So you could have did the same shit with Megumi. He was like, "Yo, give me your powers. I'll show you how to use that type shit." And then you fucking asked the bitch out this whole. So
yeah, fairs. But yeah, no, episode. Are we going to talk about the episode? We can talk about the manga first. Which one are we going to talk about?
Let's go straight to the episode 4 because that's we feed the streets, give the people what they want. Now, what's your first impressions? I want to start it off.
First impressions.
Actually, no. I want you to start off because I got an opinion. I like to go positives first, negatives later.
Okay,
let's get a good shout.
I'm gonna do a bit of positive negatives as well, if that's okay. So, in all honesty, hate me for this. I had to warm up to the episode. So I watched it the first time, and for certain scenes, I was like, interesting animation, yeah. And it could be a case of, that whole too many cooks, where you have different animators and they do that thing where they like, oh, we're gonna have that animator, and when everyone's got their own different thing that they want to do, it can be a case of when there's too many cooks, it's like, what style are we going for? And everyone's got a different style, right? Or vastly different styles. Now, that being said, after the second watch, after the third watch, I was like, this shit is beautiful. I can't lie to you. And not only that, but I feel like it was they drugged. Do you say dragged? You don't say dragged, do you say?
To represent what?
They brought the manga to life.
Yeah.
Because when I was watching it, I was like, damn, I feel like I've seen this scene even though I haven't seen it. It's because when you're reading the manga, Yeah, when you're reading the manga, it's like your brain's filling in the spaces of when things happen. Like even the eyes, the way they did the eyes when it's not Junichi where Kanta does puts his hand out and
Oh
he
yeah,
stops
yeah,
her. The way they do that whole thing with the eyes in the middle of the air and then she gets
yeah.
frozen, like they did that
That's not.
exactly how I thought it would be done in the anime. So I'm like, you know what, mad props. And then Naoya's projection sorcery, just beautiful, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
the
when they get a
thing. Now,
speedster right.
yeah, like now, yeah, I feel like he was done so well. I don't like. For me in the manga, it was passable. Like I don't really think too much about him. Like his ability is cool, 24 frames. But then to see it animated and it come to life, I think it did him. Like it put so many stocks into him, looking mad swaggy and mad great. Like
It
I used to hate, like I never thought like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about him now in the long term. But like, yeah, now he's up there with like credits and shit. But then
yeah, no,
yeah,
he
you were
looking
saying
swaggy.
you have to love up to the animations and things.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool, but I didn't like the animation as much. I'll be so for real to you.
You
For
know
me,
what? Yeah, okay. No, continue.
for me, what I what even though I'll speak about I've got more layers to it. So initially I thought, what reminded me of the bear animation. You remember when Toji was fighting Megan
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then they're chasing each other through the
That was
buildings and shit.
clean.
Bro, if they had that level of like animation, like that like rowdiness to it, that like some people would say, oh yeah, they never had time to animate. I feel like that animation was better.
It
Bro, they need
was.
to
It
be put
was.
under stress. These men had too much free time and holiday and extra pay and whatnot after the last season.
Yeah, I think that's why I brought up the whole too many cooks because I feel like, in my opinion, what Mappa are doing with some of the fights that they do, where it's like they do a lot of motion blur, they do a lot of like things are fast, so you can't really see what's going on in the fight. You can
Yeah,
tell, but you can't really see if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah,
Whereas if you were to, obviously, UFO Table are a cut above everyone else, so you can't compare their animation to anyone because it's unfair. It's genuinely unfair.
yeah,
But what UFO Table do for their fights is so disgustingly good, where it's like you can pause their fights and then
yeah.
you can see, oh, he was holding his sword like this and he swapped it like this.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
like the minor
that's even,
details, like the frame by
yeah, the
frame
minor
details.
details, and they frame by frame it so well, even
Yeah,
in the episodes. Forget the movies, just the episodes.
yeah,
That it's like, Lord have mercy. So because when I hear it's going to be great animation, my brain is thinking Akaza versus. I'm thinking
yeah.
that.
Like also
I'm,
Demon Slayer. Shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but you've got that's the bar. The bar is
yeah.
that.
That
So
bar's too high. You need to come back down, watch a
it's
couple
so
more
high.
animes
I
that ruin life for you.
Yeah, I do, and it's like it's hard to, especially when now that a bar's been set, UFO Table fucked everyone. It's not like
Yeah,
Fate Stay Night wasn't good, but it's the fact that now Demon Slayer is so popular and people know what great animation looks like. If your animation isn't up to par with that, then because
yeah.
bro,
You
let's
just
be
like
real,
another anime on the shelf, like.
let's
Not
be
even like another anime on the shelf, so like you ain't gonna hear that like
yeah,
mainstream type bit.
because honest to God, if UFO Table were given JJK season 3, it would be the best animated show you ever see for the rest of your life. I'll be so real with you. And people are
And
like,
like
oh,
if
but UFO
UFO
Table
Table
got a
handled
different
any
style. It's like anything. They handle anything.
yeah,
It would be the level Demon Slayer is right now.
yeah,
Because it's preposterous the level of shit they do.
yeah,
So I can't compare it. It's genuinely like comparing plastic to platinum. You can't compare the two. I still think it was good animation at times. I do think they're just doing a bit too much with, as I said, it's just too many cooks. It's like you don't need that many animators. You need I don't know how many animators you need to do a scene, honestly. I don't know. But let's say if they had 10, you might need just 4 good ones, maybe, or 5 good
yeah.
ones
Like spread the word, have them
to just
communicate
make
like
sure we
nicely.
can see everything. Because there was parts like during that whole like Kill Bill scene. Do you know what I feel like I missed from the fight? And you might agree or disagree with it. Um, some a bit of dynamics. So do you know how
But
when you have
wait,
a character who's like mad strong, but also mad fast? So when they're like bouncing off the wall's cracking and they're hitting the floor. Like when Akaza was fighting Rengoku, every
oh
time
yeah,
he
yeah,
punched the floor's cracked. And he hits something, something's blowing up. and it's
Like
just
the shockwaves, the
dynamic.
debris,
Yeah,
like
the shock
the
waves
environment
and
reacting to the fight.
yes, and similar as you said to when Megami was fighting his dad, and when he was doing shit with the like flicking the fucking the rocks and the
Yeah.
shockwaves from that, and just the way he was moving, it felt like he was the Hulk on steroids, right?
I think also would have added to it a bit more like camera action, if that makes sense, like different angles. Like
Yeah,
I understand because, like you already pointed out, you mentioned it in one word, like heavy Kill Bill inspiration. We both mentioned it while watching it, which is dope as shit. Like you're bringing in some like what's it called, American reference.
yeah.
It's not Quentin Tarantino. I forgot his name. That
It
director
is
Kill
Quentin,
Bill.
yeah.
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino. Having
Yeah.
that inspiration, it makes it sick in the sense like, oh yeah, like you're bringing in mediums, like this, and that. But I feel like you could have done a bit more, like, or had a lot of clarity, if that makes sense. The thing is, with this episode, that I realized that it was a lot of like one thing that bugged me about the episode. It's a bit stop starty, where it's like, oh, cut this, cut, we're cutting to this, cut. There's a lot of cuts, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. I like that fluid motion. Say, for example, with the Toji and Megami fight, you're following the action, whether it's with him carrying
Yeah.
like the drain, the manhole cover thing, and then dashing it. Now you got the camera that goes from Toji, like it flies up to Megami, if that
So
makes
you
sense.
know where the action's flowing
Yeah,
towards,
and you're
kind of thing.
feeling the
Yeah.
action. Now Megami,
Yeah.
like Megami looks down, and he's like, "Yo, I told you he's flying up towards him," type shit. Like it
There
feels
were
like the
two,
cameraman.
yeah. There were
Cameraman's
two
part of the fight.
scenes where I was like, okay, they could have added extra. I think there was a missing frame there, or yeah, a missing frame is the word for it, right? But
Yeah.
it's the scene where she's fighting the guy on the on like the stone hands, and she kind of reaches to like grab for his heart, and I feel like there's a frame missing where you could have seen her put her hand on his chest at least.
Oh yeah.
She does it twice, and I get what they're going for, where it's like maybe they're going for a speed thing where she does that and she just got it in her hand, a bit like Killua in Hunter x Hunter, where it's like,
Yeah, he just has
here you
it.
go,
Yeah.
it just has it, right? Or like but when Junichi was standing next to her before he jumped in the air and done that power blast on her and whatnot.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been nice to kind of see him jump in the air, because it felt like he was standing there and then all of a sudden he's punching down. So it would have been nice to follow the action, to see him do that, to see him press off the ground, and then see him in the air, and then seeing that. Like it's, you know what? It's like I'm putting things like
I don't think it's putting things. I think that we're not being Debbie Downers there. We really appreciate the episode type thing. I think like they portrayed it perfectly. But then we're wishing upon stars type shit. We're thinking 99 plus 1. So
yeah.
And then another thing is like, what's it called? The way I think it's created as well is really like edit style, if that makes sense. There's a lot of like frames where it's like you can stop it and wallpaper this shit, if that makes sense.
So it's like create like a trailer almost.
Yeah, that's what the fight kind of felt like. Okay, it's here for like, okay, pause because there's one massive slash and now you can take a screenshot out of that, if that makes sense. So then when you post it online type shit, like you can have it. Or like, say for example, when she cuts the blade guys and then she's got like that massive pulse with her hands behind her back and the blue blades. That's like a wallpaper stuff. But it's in the in between for parts that's like, yo, we could have added a little bit more extra, showed a bit more flow. And it's a bit like, we never got too much detail. Even though you were fighting like 20 men, how much detail are you going to put into that?
Because I think you can do fluidity without it being... Do you know what I think does Mappa do way better in terms of fight scenes, honestly? And when I say fight scenes, I mean like hand to hand and it's fluid. It's Hell's Paradise, man.
Yeah.
The hand to hand fights are like, you can follow those fights, and it's not like there's a part in the fight where everything's blurry and it's like, what this character is doing. Those hand to hand fights are so well choreographed.
Yeah.
And it's very fluid. I feel like, yo, Mappa, can you put that? No, it sounds bad, but can you put that into JJK? Now, again, it's episode 4. So I'm saying this right now, and
they've got budget, like they're moving with budget, like in a sense.
But they are also doing Hell's Paradise, and they're putting a lot of effort into that. And the first episode of Hell's Paradise was crazy.
Yeah.
And that fight was amazing, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I do wonder how they're splitting the work.
Yeah. I'm wondering as well, like, is Mappa's specialty when we say it is 1v1 combat? Because I don't think in group settings, like, they're great, if that makes sense. Actually, I'm not sure because I tell a lie. Because remember in season 1 where we had, what's it called? Like Toto, Yuji, and what's her name?
That was Wit. Was that Wit Studios though? No, was that Wit? Or was that Mappa?
I think that was Whip.
Was that
Why
Wit?
do you have to switch studios like that? Bro?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was Wit. So we could be talking out our ass right now.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, but it felt like a different studio to be fair, and then you take over. But yeah, regardless, that's to do with the animation section. Story wise, bro,
come on.
That the clan deserved it. It was about time they
oh yeah, no, they needed to get clapped. They needed to get clapped.
Everyone who got clapped deserved it. The way they were tarnishing and slandering her whole like the flow from day one. What's it called? Naruya cussing her out like she got no cursed energy. How useless type shit. The mom, she was like, yeah, you've shamed this family. The dad being like, yeah, my biggest mistake is you two. That's why I'm not ahead of the clan.
Yeah, dad needed to get quest like that, bro.
Yeah,
he should have got smoked a bit deeper, but like fair enough. Like he got scalped, so good enough.
It just didn't need to be. What was there going? It didn't need because a fight is a conversation.
It's a dance, yeah. There's no dance, yeah. No one's leaving. You're dying.
There was no ideals. You're a prick. You hate me all your life. The way you kicked me down the stairs, like
kick me and my sister down the stairs. Let's hope dead, bro.
Exactly, and left us for dead in that room. And you want to give you the respect of like, yeah, let's clash blades. No. Second coming of Toji type shit. Let's go.
Can I say something?
Go on.
JJK fans, do yourself a massive favor, right? When you watch the anime, it's the story as much as it is fighting. So do yourself a grand favor. Because I noticed this before I started reading the manga. So I don't feel like it's a spoiler. But again, I noticed it when I was watching watching the anime before I started reading it. And I'm like, now looking back at it, I'm like, number one, a lot of you guys don't like watch the anime and concentrate on the story because they explicitly state in the season 1, it's either season 1 or season 2, that someone with no curse energy is a dead person. If you're born with curse energy and you get stripped to 0, you're a dead person. It's explicitly said that. On top of that, it is said that if you do not get killed with a cursed tool or with cursed energy, you come back a vengeful spirit. Full stop. That is it.
Okay, cool. I hear that in between the lines, but like I asked you during the episode as well, when's that really brought up and emphasized, and when has that ever been like a hinder? If that makes sense. I will
say something
else.
If
they used it and reiterated it and had a situation where that came up in relevance, then I hear it like, oh, how could you miss it type shit. The only time it's relevant is like, oh yeah, when you mentioned when Megumi got slammed by Maharoga, he never that dead because he was less than suspended animation because he like started to rip.
And also during the current games, because they say that a penalty for not joining in is stripped of your curse technique.
Oh yeah.
Or your curse energy, which is, and a lot of people are like, oh, stripped of your curse energy. So what happens? You're just normal. No, you're dead.
No, you're dead. Yeah, I remember that.
But it's like, obviously they don't need to say, and do you know what I do like about Gege? Which I think is why a lot of people always have different opinions on it, and which is why Gege was like, I'm not trying to argue with teenagers on the internet about my manga, is because he doesn't treat the reader like an idiot. He'll have a character do something
the information
once,
out there. It's like, yeah.
And he'll put it out once, and that's it. It's like the whole Gojo thing, and I will die on this hill. I will fucking die on this hill. Kenjaku wanted all of the disaster curses to evolve so that he can take them in, right? He wanted Mahito to evolve. He wanted all of these guys to evolve because Mahito for him.
He saw Mahito evolve and he was like,
he saw Mahito evolve. But he said he wanted
the
the rest of them to. He was like, I wanted the rest of them to as well, right?
Yeah.
But he was the one who did, so he's like, fair enough. But because they're all cursed spirits, he could have taken them all at a certain point.
Yeah.
But he wanted to get rid of them so they can do their own thing. Yeah. So his whole, I'm holding the cube and the cube goes down. Obviously, we find out later on, niggas got extra abilities, which is why and like, I bet you all the money ever that no one will pick up on that.
That what? That he's got other abilities.
Like, why do you think Kenjaku would be sitting there randomly with the box on the floor? Because that whole, why is it they can't move the cube. Oh, because it's Gojo. It's not because it's Gojo. It's because Kenjaku was sitting there resting, letting people fight his fight until it was the right time for him to jump in. He doesn't need to fight.
Yeah.
Because if Kenjaku was to fight, everyone there would be dead. Yuta's not there.
Yeah.
Kenjaku runs up on Yuji and who? Dead.
Wait, okay, wait. This is a side tangent from episode 4. Do you think Yuta can actually smoke Kenjaku in a 1v1?
I don't know. I'd be so real.
See, and that's what I'm saying. So what makes you believe? Oh yeah, but Yuta,
but
no.
The thing is, I don't know. But
Uzumaki.
there's some crazy prerequisites. Uzumaki, nah, bro. He's seen that before. And he dealt with it before. As a kid. Remember, he was dealing with
Kenjaku's Uzumaki, not Geto's Uzumaki.
Bro, it's the same thing. It's the same thing in terms of curse energy, right? The issue with Geto
all
is
his other abilities.
Issue with Geto is the gravity ability that he doesn't know about, and the open domain. Now, if Yuki was able to handle that,
did Yuki handle it though?
No, but she was able to deal with it and heal
Yuki
up.
handle it though?
She got.
Did are you about to drop a lie?
No, she didn't handle him. But
so what are you talking about?
She was able to deal with the pressure. Because let's be honest.
What's Yuki's ability?
Yuki, no, hear me out. Yuki is a professional kick punch merchant.
No. Yeah? What's Yuki's ability?
Gravity.
So what are you talking about?
Bro, so okay,
he's the one
but she can't counter gravity the way Kenjaku did.
Yes, you can't.
Kenjaku did a reversal on it, so he was able to stop the black hole.
Okay, but you're talking. Well, I'm talking about what's it called?
Domain.
Utah. You think Utah can handle the fucking
open domain? Yeah. I don't want to say that he would have like stopped it, but his reverse cast technique is better than anyone's in the shows.
Yeah,
it's been stated he's got the best healing out of everyone.
Yeah, he's got like crazy stats. Not to be understated, but still.
So because of that, I feel like he's got better healing stats than Yuki. He's got way more tools than the Arsenal. I think for me, the thing with Yuta is that he's got so many more tools.
I agree. Yuta he can probably smoke Yuki. Like, I can't like that's probably gonna happen.
Against Kenjaku would be his.
I don't think you.
But the thing is, I think in terms of like curse energy, he's higher output. He's got way more curse energy than him.
But I just think he's gonna get smoked in a battle like Q-Ting.
He's got way more tools. It could be a battle like Q-Ting though. It could be.
Like you just get smoked like that. Like look at the way you got jumped. The way you got jumped because he was fucking about with comedy, nigga.
Yeah, and that was an intentional
like
thing
then he got sideswiped and then like the fucking double clapped.
Yeah.
So then there's no way on like a 1v1 thing.
But
it'll be it'll be Kenjaku's playground.
I don't know if Kenjaku's playground. I think Kenjaku would have because let's say
I don't think it'll be easy battle. Don't get me wrong. It won't be a one-sided like side swipe. It'll be a long drawn out fight.
Okay, so my question is, if Rika manages to get a buy out of anything that Kenjaku has, I'm trying to think abilities. Is it GG's? Because you just very good at fighting on the fly. Very good. He dealt with like 4 special grades, bro.
I don't think he's good at fighting on the fly. I don't think Yuta's that great. Like in the sense he hasn't shown like crazy ass prowess. He has mad abilities. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter.
He created a fire tornado for no reason.
That's in the manga. Like I don't think he's like okay, cool. Okay. Take off the suit. What are you?
What suit? Bro, when he was fighting the special grades, he was like, yo, Rika, you go deal with the humans.
Came from a bottle.
No, bro. He set Rika off, and then he started clapping his special grade with nothing but hands. The fire tornado was all him. And then he was like, oh, I can see I can sense 2 people are watching me. I can't use my positive output. So he was hindering himself for that whole fight with that special grade cockroach. And then when it bit him, he was like, okay, come here, blew its head off, and then he started to heal. And they were
That
like, huh?
cockroach was special grade.
Yeah. Everyone there was a special grade. That's what I mean. He handled them. That's what I'm saying, bro. The level of power this guy has.
No, I get
But
he's got innate power, but I don't think he's a battler. Like,
I don't think he's a battler. He battled 4 niggas and dealt with them, bro. I can't take that away from him.
Like, you're right. I can't take that away from him, but I don't think he's.
I think it's the way he can get abilities and immediately use them. Without
Okay, tell me this. Do you think if, say, for example, Choso had all of Yuta's abilities, Choso would do better than him?
Nah.
I think 100% Choso will be so much better than Yuta. I think if you give Yuji wouldn't be able to. I don't think he's smart. He'll be too rash. I think ample amount of people, if they had his abilities.
I think because Yuta's very calm and collected, I think that like plays well into how he uses his abilities. Because he's very strategic.
Yeah, he doesn't make rash decisions at all.
That's why I was like, when he started that fight, the first thing he's thinking is, I can't let these people see I've got RCT.
Yeah.
And he was fighting around it, giving himself a hinder because he wanted the whole fight to go on without using it. And he only used it when his arm started to get bitten into, and he was like, okay, cool, I guess I have to. And even his copy ability, he kind of kept that hidden. And then
he knows not to play the hand type shit.
Yeah, he knows not to put his hand out. So I feel like similar to, well, obviously Kenjaku's a different level of that. Like, Kenjaku was very reluctant to use his gravity ability until Supernova, and then he had to use it, right? I feel like you'd get like maybe the first 5 minutes of the fight going like that.
Where it's like they're both like cards close to the chest type.
Yeah, cards close to their chest, and it's like no one wants to say what they've got. And then domain, because you saw how quickly Kenjaku opened up that domain. I think he got hit like twice.
Yeah.
And he was like, cool, blessed. But do you think, because that domain was essentially like a gravity slam. That whole domain was a gravity slam, right?
Yeah.
Yuta's dealing with that. And he's healing faster than Yuki is. That's damn for sure.
Yeah,
but then after that,
Rika's a problem as well. She's like the best curse fucking spirit there is. Like,
and then after that domain gets used, obviously that's a lot of curse energy gone. He's got done a domain, and then Yuta might be like domain expansion.
Then there's a problem. He's already copied. Like,
then there's a problem, and then he might be like,
see what I mean? This nigga just has too many abilities. Like,
that's the issue, because then
overstacked. He's just overstacked.
And then he can have one consistent short hit effect hitting you in a domain on top of all of the other things that you can grab.
Look, everyone has a crutch. Everyone in the show has a crutch. Choso is blood shit. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, he suffers water type shit. Okay, and he's got bad blood, but still. And then everyone has a limit to their ability. Okay, Bar Gojo and Sukuna, they're out of the equation. They're one of the ones. Everyone has like something about their ability. This nigga has a fucking prophecy he had us.
Oh, I did have a question, right? So I saw this going around the internet. It was Teen Gojo and Teen Geto versus end of series Yuta and end of series Yuji. And I was like,
end of series.
Bro, end of series Yuji and Yuta, wash those guys like they're grade ones. Like, that's like, right.
They're immature as fuck.
Who came up with that?
Yeah.
It's like the two niggas who were throwing hands with Sukuna in a domain and both had domain expansions versus Geto before he has a billion curses with no domain expansion.
He'll barely knew how to use his Dragon Ball, smoked off by Toji. Like.
And then Gojo, who didn't have a domain expansion, didn't know how to use red.
Yeah, he barely knew how to use his abilities. Discovered RCT. Are we going before he discovered RCT or after he discovered RCT?
Before. Fighting those dogs? Fighting them dogs? Yeah, bro, you're getting cooked. You're getting cooked in like 2 minutes, bro.
Okay. What if, let's make this fight more interesting. What if, they're getting cooked, and Gojo discovers RCT? Nah, Yuta's too much. You think Yuta's too much?
Yeah. You was handling that man so
Bro,
crazy.
you just like, okay, cool. The full max cast energy output.
Yeah,
Boom.
just blasting that man into
Yeah,
atoms, bro.
it's
Like,
a non-comp.
yeah, and I can't lie. Yeah, Ghetto is a non-factor in that fight. You
Yeah,
just
Ghetto's a
thumping that man
non-factor.
up. So
He's too child, like he's too early in his stages.
yeah, Yuji is thumping that man disrespectfully in a fight.
Yeah.
Like
That's the
yeah.
whoever came up with that is disrespected.
Yeah,
Both
whoever came up with that, yeah, is like, oh, so you're saying, yeah, you're saying that the characters never got stronger in the fight. That's what you're saying. Okay,
I'm
bro.
thinking, where do you
Yeah.
get this question from? Because to say end of series, you've read the whole manga.
Exactly.
But then to say
It's rage
Team
bait.
Gojo and Geto makes it seem like you've only watched the anime to think they're strong.
Yeah, no, I think it was genuine rage bait because I read it and I was like, okay, man, like you're just trying to get a rise, which it did because a lot of people started talking about it. But I was like, yeah, cool. Anyway, we've yapped about that for half an hour. Then stars, topics.
We got Modulo. Continue doing the Boro. The Boro with his light speed kick. Still did nish to Maharaga.
Did absolutely nothing to him.
And then Yuji finally appearing.
Still a bum.
I guess to be fair, this was such a non-chapter. Like nothing much really happened.
Yeah, nothing happened. There was
like,
a bit of yapping.
Yeah, it was just leaks for now, so we don't know the exact ins and out of the conversations. Could be something bigger, but for now, we're into the next chapter.
Yeah. What's your opinion on Debura then? Because I've got strong opinions on him. Not bad opinions, actually.
I don't really think I have an opinion about it, to be fair. There's not much to go off. I just think, like, yeah, he's like, strongest in there, like, on the alien side of, like, of the planet. And that's it. He thought he was the strongest, came down, met Baharaga, and now he's like, yo, what? But other than that, like, no, it's calm.
Yeah,
like, what you thinking?
I do want to give two people slack. I want to give Yuji slack for being a bum and hiding. And I want to give Yuka slack.
He's a bum and hiding, bro. Like, he's just doing shit in his own time. Like, he done his time.
But I want to give Yuka slack because
why?
Anyone who's sitting out here saying, oh, she's cooler than Megami. Let's get some facts right. She did one thing, yeah? One thing cooler. She fell from a plane and did the 10 shadows thing.
Okay, what has Megami done?
That's the only thing cool.
Bro.
That's the only thing cool she's done. Hey, I'm getting that.
What has Megami done that's like, okay, cool. That he could own this feat. So what has Megami done to own this feat?
I'm getting that, yeah? So Yuka's done that. She's hidden in the shadows. That's all she's done. She hid in shadows. That's all she did. Fell from a plane, did that, and said bye-bye. We have not seen her since, haven't heard from her. She might be dead in her own shadows. She might be impermanently, like, what's it called?
Bro, that's all. Okay, not more than what's Megami done, but look at this.
Megami
Megami
fought a finger bearer in the first season on his ones in a domain that's part of the partial domain that he's created. We haven't seen Yuta create no domain. Number 2, he's the reason why 6 niggas, I think it's 6 or 5, I can't remember how many, were alive in Dagon's domain because he had to rip a hole into it.
He's as good as the teleporting guy at the end of the series in the Gojo fight. So move on. That's not his feat. I need a clear cut. I need a Megami moment. What's a Megami moment?
Megami moments. A Megami moment. Is that a Yuka moment,
okay,
though?
This can make him my favorite character.
Is that a Yuka moment, though?
No. Yuka's already too good. Like,
I'm not. This is too good.
This is one chapter, and look what she's pulling off.
She's not done nothing.
Bro, she's already tapped to using that domain. Already summoned off Maharaga.
What domain?
She's hiding in the shadows, bro. That's part of the domain.
That's not a domain.
He's gonna become a partial domain, and he's sitting in it.
No, bro. Shadows is just shadows. It's nothing to do with domain. What are you talking about? No, bro. Like, oh my god, Megami does this. Like midway during a fight, you'll see it in season 3, where he's just fighting a random nigga. And he slides underneath the ground and then grabs him in a triangle choke. You can hide in the shadows without a domain.
Either.
Bro, no, Megami does. Oh my god. So, bro, Hiding in the shadows is something you can do full stop. You don't need
So
to have
why
your
did this nigga never uses it?
Bro.
Why no?
Bro, he does use it. He literally uses it
In most of his fights, this man never uses it.
Bro, he literally uses it in the first fight we're gonna see him in season 3. He literally uses it. No, before the gym.
And it's supposed to, like,
No,
takes out
before the
whole
gym. There's another fight where he runs up to these niggas and they're chatting shit, and he hides into one of the he slides into one of the shadows.
He hides.
But then Yuka, all Yuka's done is no domain. Because she
Bro,
probably
all I'm
can't
seeing
do
for the amount
domain.
for the screen time to wow
Screen
ability
time?
ratio. Listen.
Ability,
Look,
bro.
okay, cool.
Oh my god,
Bro, I'm not having it. Megami has barely has moments, gang.
Yuka has less moments than him. Yuka tried to aura farm. She's dead.
Huh?
Yuka, all she did was aura farm and then fell into a shadow, and that is it. Maharaga has done all the heavy lifting.
Summoned Maharaga, which Megami only did because he was about to fucking die, and he's been here for the whole series.
So if Megami,
potential man for a reason, bro.
Number one,
literally
hiding in the
because
shadows.
of him.
Hiding in shadows uses cursed energy. That's why Megami couldn't do it when he resurrected Maharaga the first time. Yuka had energy because she just came out of the damn plane.
Answer my question. What's the moment where people could say, yeah, this is why Megami is my favorite guy?
We're not fighting that battle. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that Yuka has done nothing.
Because I like Yuka more than I like Megami.
Yuka's a bum. Oh, she's done in hiding in shadows and Maharaga's doing it.
When did Megami ever clutch up?
Okay,
he summoned Maharaga because he was like, oh yeah, fuck you, I'm dying, so you're there too.
Yeah, that's fair. That's not a fair way to die.
Yeah, that's not clutch for nothing.
Yuki didn't do the same thing.
That's because he was getting his ass handed to him.
Yuki didn't do the same thing. Cut in half and said, yo, I'm going to die, everyone dying.
Huh?
Black hole. Yuki didn't do the same thing.
To fight who?
Kenjaku, but I mean... Can't even fall that, but I just mean, bro, Yuka has not done nothing. No,
okay, she hasn't done much, but she's already
much. She's done nothing.
Bro,
literally nothing. All she's done is talk to Maru, talk about I've got cancer, wee and then hid in the shadows, bro.
And then pulled up in a wheelchair.
Okay, pulled up in a wheelchair. You're acting like that's gangster. She's dead. He's died. I said she pulled up in a wheelchair.
She could have been. No one would have batted an eye if she went to a nursing home and chilled on the beach,
bro.
But no, she pulled up in a wheelchair. That's more than. Megami hit. Megami hit when the world needed him most. When the bat signal was there. Where was
when? When he was trapped in the body of Sukuna?
And when he got out, when he got beat out.
What, the second?
And then Yuji was like, "Yo, let's go." And then everyone was like, yo, Megami, let's go. And he's sitting on the floor. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I get it. Don't worry.
He wasn't on the floor. He was still in Sukuna's body. What are you talking about?
And then Yuji contacted him. He was like, fight, bro. He was like, nah.
And he said, I can't. Let me die here.
See?
Man, niggas want to slam him for being depressed that he killed his own sister. He killed his own sister. He killed his own sister.
She's literally on a wheelchair. If anyone told, like, she didn't even have to pull up to the fight. But what? She pulled up and now Deborah's being handled.
By not her. You're saying handled like she's doing anything.
Her ability is part of her. The same rules we're using for everyone else.
Okay, if we're using the same rules, then Megami was handling Sukuna then.
Sukuna won the fight.
You think Deborah's not going to win this fight?
Yeah.
You think Deborah is not going to win this fight?
I don't think he's going to win this fight.
Okay, cool. So do you think if Sukuna was there right now?
I think he's going to win the fight because of the plot, but realistically, like...
Yes, exactly, yeah. But do you think if Sukuna was there in Deborah's place, the fight would go exactly the same?
Exactly.
Because not only that, you have to remember,
Sukuna
Exactly.
would win
That's
that
what I'm
fight.
saying. Sukuna would win that fight with Maharaga. So what are we arguing? What I'm saying, if Sukuna was there, Sukuna would have done the same thing. He would have been like,
It's the
1-2
tools.
slash.
It's the way no. We're not talking about Maharaga. We're talking about the who has
No,
the
it doesn't
who
matter
has
who resurrects Maharaga.
no.
Maharaga has one choice. He destroys everything
Yes,
that
but
fights
then
him.
it's the use case. It's the use case.
Bro,
You can't
she's
use
not
it.
using him. You cannot use him. If you haven't tamed him, you cannot use him. And Yuka has not tamed him.
So she could. So why did she put him out?
She hid in the shadows after
For
she put
fun.
him out. Because that's the
So
only
she
thing that's
pulled him
fighting
out for fun.
Dabura. That's the only thing that's fighting him. That's why.
So there we go. So job done. She
So you're
she didn't send Maharaga, yeah, go destroy the city. No, same thing. Megumi summoned him because he was about to get fucked up, and then Sukuna was like,
So you don't think Yuka was going to get fucked up by Dabura?
what?
So you don't think Yuka was going to get fucked up by Dabura? She summoned him
Yeah,
for the
Yuka was
exact
gonna
same
get
reason.
No, but it's use case. You're thinking about the actual fight. It's not about Maharaga versus whoever. It's about when Megumi used it. He was about to die. He was using it as a Hail Mary grenade throw.
Yeah,
She's
because
not
he's
using it as a Hail
dead.
Mary grenade. She's using it as a Satsuma
Because she
decision.
had
Ain't
time.
no one else gonna swim Dabura.
Because she had time to think. Not only that, but she hasn't even tamed
She had
Maharaga
time
anyway.
to think.
Because they were like, oh, we're meeting here to fight. They had a location to fight.
Okay, and
So he waited calmly in a location. Megumi was
had
dead.
Maharaga the whole time.
He was dead and
But
dying.
after he got his ass beat by, who was he getting his ass beat by, bro?
By Dagon, by his own dad, and then he got blindsided.
By his own dad that killed
He was
himself.
fighting Toji. And
Okay.
Toji stabbed him in his chest. Toji stabbed him in his chest, and he was bleeding from the fact that his dad stabbed him in the chest, and he was using his energy to open a hole in the domain, and then he got slashed again. So he had a hole in his chest already from his dad. Yeah. And then he's like, I'm dying anyway.
So he's about someone else pulled up to him and I was about, oh yeah, it was the other guy with the hand blade.
Yes, but I'm saying Toji stabbed him when he tried to do that thing when he was like, if I go close to him now, and he grabbed him by that and he tried to stab him, but Toji stabbed him in his chest first.
Yeah.
And then he jumped back and he was bleeding from that already.
Did he stab him? Yes.
Yes, he did stab him. Yes.
When
That's
did
why
stab
he
him
was
in the
like,
chest?
oh, he was, when they were standing in the alleyway and he was like,
You remember him stabbing himself in his head?
No, he stabbed himself in his head. But before then, when he was standing opposite his dad in the alleyway and he was like, I need to make one move, yeah? And then he kind of like, his dad ran towards him and he grabs and he does that.
Yeah.
And then, his dad stabbed him first. And then he jumped back. And then he was bleeding already. Like, oh, I'm fucked. And then his dad asked him, oh, who are you? And then he stabbed himself in the head.
Yeah.
And then Megumi was limping, walking forwards with a hole in his chest. And then he got slashed again.
All right, cool. But ain't no one Megumi's favorite. There ain't no Megumi.
So now we're just making shit up, yeah?
Nah, bro. Yuka's better.
I'm not
Megumi.
saying he's a
I
favorite
don't give a
character.
shit.
What I'm saying is Yuka ain't done shit. And it's just agenda. It's all agenda, yeah? It's like, oh,
No,
she
it's
did
not
one thing
agenda.
with,
She's more likable than he is. She's more likable than he is.
What? Because she did 1-2 Dega speeches about, oh, people should be like this, yay, tomorrow. And all of a sudden, she got aura. She ain't done shit, bro. She ain't done shit.
Fuck this, let me down on Megumi. What did
Yuji Obama as well.
If this was to be and this whole series was down to Megumi, we would have made no progress. Everyone would have got wiped.
I'm not saying it would be. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, yeah.
We need a Deku in this bit.
Tsurugi
we don't need those. Huh?
Tsurugi a bomb, Yuka a bomb, Dabura, and Yuji.
Yeah, you can pull up when he wants to use Yuji, nigga.
Okay, let's see.
He
better 1v1 this because I'm sick of seeing him jump Kaisen, bro. We want to see a 1v1 from you, bro.
Yeah, at this point, if you don't do his own business and he needs help, yeah, get gone. That's the
get gone, bro.
That's the beginning of Yuji slander for me.
You're big 100-year-old man. Do your job. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't age. Perfect specimen. Do your job.
Type shit.
Cool. Next topic I had, yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about one more thing.
Yeah.
Not in terms of anime, it's one thing that's been going around lately. Kaisen.
Oh my god. Literally, look, Kai Cenat.
Yes.
Kai Cenat,
Well,
corny.
I
Corny proper. Yeah.
okay, cool.
I can't.
Okay, his transition from
Oh.
streaming to fashion. Okay, I'm gonna start with the positives. You're a streamer, get out there, do your thing. You don't want to box yourself in. I understand that mentality. I understand that attitude. I understand you want to be bigger than what like you're perceived as, if that makes sense.
Agreed.
All power to you.
Yeah.
My 2 issues. 1 is the way you've gone about it,
100.
and 2, you're doing too much. First of
Yeah.
all, you like the backlash that, for example, you're getting Cass at, after I'm talking to like with personal one-to-one conversation, is because you've abandoned where you started, if that makes sense. You started off streaming, and then you said, yeah, I'm not going to stream no more type shit. I'm moving into fashion. Not in some like seamless transition on some like thanks for everything type shit. Type. I'm not sure to be honest, but I ain't never seen that. If amongst all these clips I saw, yeah, thanks, or like while you're doing, I'm gonna come back to streaming occasionally, but this is the route I'm taking, and to bring us along this journey, then it's like, okay, cool. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And the way he's done it, like where it's like, okay, cool. It's kind of like, okay, he's doing it, popping up in random award shows type shit. Not really like, for me, it's the transition of like, you're abandoning your core audience, and that's what it kind of feels like. Like, okay, cool. Use it kind of like a stepping stone. Does that make sense? And that's where I feel like that isolation kind of comes from like an audience perspective. And second of all is, bro, there is to perform. In my opinion, it's so like,
mad
okay,
performative, yeah.
say for example, he's got like, he made a secret YouTube channel, and then he had better posts about half of them about like self-help routine, this, and this, reading to the camera, posting in like 240p videos, this, and that. Showing his draft, getting people together to like work on his vision for the brand. I understand making a brand. I understand wanting to not be seen as like merch. You want to be seen as like high end on the same scale as like Rick Owens, Pharrell, and then all these other big mainstreams. You don't want to be taken like unseriously, if that makes sense. My problem is you have to understand like how you're currently being. Like, I guess like over time, over a couple of years, once his brand's actually like picking up, maybe we'll get over this like corny phase, if that makes sense. And then people start to understand like, okay, you're actually serious about this. Maybe it's fresh. Like we're seeing it's like, it's the same kind of that I was going and jumping around on like camera and shit. But at the same time, like, bro, there's things that you can do authentically. Be like, okay, I started my fashion journey here. Like, yeah, it was something I'm building over time. Like, you don't have to sit there with a book all the time. You don't have to sit there saying, like, I don't know, the whole journey to me seems like
it's so
cool.
it's
like,
so corny, yeah. And the whole
I feel like we're missing a piece of the puzzle, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, say if there was like, okay, cool, amongst all this, obviously I'm not a dad to like, oh, let me know all your private information. But say, for example, I see it as more, in my head, I'm thinking someone like died or something in your family. Like,
apparently it was a woman. Someone, people were saying it was a woman that he got with. They were like, he's been like this because whatever woman he got with. And I'm like, yeah, but a 180 like this over a woman is like.
And then apparently like his girlfriend cheated on him with like NBA Youngboy or some bullshit. But even then, I'm like, bro, like the way you're going about this is like, there's a piece of like something missing, if that makes sense. Like you're not bringing it forward to the table. But then that's what I'm thinking. But it's mad corny though.
Do you think all the haters? I think all the haters got to him. Maybe all the haters about him got to him. So now he wants to do a 180, or maybe something happened in a relationship that made him want to do 180. We won't know. We can't get into his head, right?
Yeah.
But it just feels mad. Like the whole, he's learning how to read, or I don't know what that's all about. But a lot of Americans are idiots, so they can't speak. So there's that. But yeah, him like reading a book and then showing that he's gone over the timer, and it's like, bro, if you're gonna, if yeah, okay, cool, like you're reading and whatnot, but it does feel very performative. and it's corny, and then the whole showing up at a fashion show. And you've got money, man. Not even in good fashion, just in like a trackie and a book that looks like it has glued on images on it, and it just is. The book looks weathered, and it's made to look like it's like you had this for years. When it's like, bro, you probably brought that from somewhere to make it look like that, and it's just so corny, and it's like, bro, I don't know what you're doing, man.
For me, it's
But
like
hey, let's.
the tracksuit to the fashion event. I don't even mind that because people have pulled up in like crazy things for like fashion events. Like you want to go low key, I get the like tracksuit and really whatnot. Like you're not trying to make a statement,
Mm,
trying to keep it low key. Like it stands out with it themselves, which I don't find that too much of an issue. But for me, it's like
fair.
it's small stuff like walking around with a book, trying to act like it gives the vibe of like you're not trying to fuck with no one. Does that make sense? Like you're
Yeah.
not being your jovial like social type of person. It could
Is
be
it like you're
before you
being a
try.
bit elitist?
Yeah, it could be before. Maybe it's because the energy is received when trying to walk into his room before, and he's giving the same energy back
Mm.
because they never respected him as a streamer, if that makes sense. So he's now giving the same energy that they're giving him. Do you get what I'm saying?
But do you think it's like if you've been garnering this audience, this unserious audience for the last 10 years or whatnot, right? Or however long, 5 years, yeah. Then and let's say before he decided to show up, they were being like, "Oh, this Kaisen, that guy's unserious," right? Like you can't really blame them for thinking you're an unserious candidate. When number one, you're a streamer, you're not a real celebrity. Let's get that straight off, right? You're not a real celebrity. You're a streamer.
Then, okay, just to play the other side, what would then how? What's your definition of celebrity?
Um, I think Speed's a celebrity.
What makes him a
Like the
celebrity?
because just the level of notoriety he has. I think this level of notoriety and how global you are as a person.
I
I
think
think
you're
that
you're.
goes with it.
I I see what you're trying to say, but I don't think that matches because
Mm,
obviously speed's level of like you could argue influence is what adds to like celebrity like being a celebrity or whatnot. But you can argue the number of kite products are more than other people, more than a lot of like artists. Music artists are automatically considered celebrities.
mm,
Does that make sense? So now
yeah. Mm.
what is now considered a celebrity?
Well, I guess celebrity is anyone with a fan base, right? So technically speaking, you could be anything and be a celebrity, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, I guess you can call him that. But I mean, in the common like what's it called zeitgeist or whatnot of how you use the word celebrity,
Yeah.
they wouldn't put him up there with Drake in terms of celebrity or like Travis Scott in terms of celebrity, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that and it's like he feels very stagnant. And when I say stagnant, I mean okay, cool. He does content in his room, and that's about it. You know what I mean? It's like the difference between him and Speed in terms of, which is I think why Speed won Streamer of the Year or whatnot,
That
is
nigga deserves
because
streamer of the year, bro.
he
Like
deserves it. He fucking deserves it. It's
that is
because
unreal
the
level.
difference is one of them sitting in his room like this, inviting people over to his room. The other one has been he's doing streaming, but he's doing it all over the fucking world, interacting with people all over the world, not just in his room. He's going on stadiums, he's skydiving, he's doing everything. He's going to Africa, he's going to Korea, he's going to Japan. It's like
Yeah.
where he isn't. He's in London. What's he doing in London? And
Yeah.
he's making himself known
So
as a
even about
face.
making
Not,
this for me, it's like he like from what like a basic streamer's doing. Like you could argue, for example, streaming used to only be okay, chilling in your room, and then for example,
mm,
okay, it started with Rice Gum bringing in like celebrities. Okay, cool. So now that was the new
fuck
level for
Rice Gum, by
streaming.
the way, but yeah.
Pioneer many things, but still. And then what's it called? Casanat took that, and then Aiden Ross as well took that, popularized it.
Yo, fuck Aiden
Bang.
Ross as well.
I hear it, but flowers is flowers.
Dead
And
flowers.
then what's it
Continue.
called? And now that became the level for streaming where it's like, okay, you're bringing
Mm,
live personalities 24. You're not doing gaming where it used to be just gaming. You're actually doing lifestyle
yeah.
shit. And now Speed's taking it to a level where it's like now you're doing IRL streaming, but then this IRL streaming is now showing different cultures like United Nations and shit. No, well, United
I
Nations is
also
a bit of
think
an
a
exaggeration,
part
but
of it
still.
as well is actually United Nations is crazy.
Yeah,
I think a part of it is actually interacting with your audience in person as well. Speed does that a lot, where he's like in person with people,
literally meeting
and
fans across the globe.
yeah,
It's
meeting
insane.
fans across the globe, and I think that's a big thing. It makes people like you even more, that you're actually appreciating the people that are watching your stuff. Because as much as it's cool, where it's like, oh, you do your videos, that's cool, and no one's shaming, no shame to that. And if you don't want to meet people, again, no shame to that. But there's a difference when you make yourself tangible to the people who are watching you, and it's like you're grateful to them in person. People take that to heart, and they respect that a lot. And I feel like that does like volumes for you as a creator, where you're meeting up, and because all those meet and greets that you even see it with actors and people who do like Marvel and stuff, like the ones who are like, oh, I'll just do a free meet and greet somewhere. They don't mind. They just want to meet up their fans. Like people like that, like they get remembered because of how they treated their people, their fans or whatnot.
Yeah, yeah,
So I think that plays a massive part in Speed, like just being a people person,
yeah,
because he seems like a people person, to be honest. And
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like that's the difference between him and Kai, where it's like Speed does kind of seem like every guy's kind of guy, where he just seems like he just fucks around with people. That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
In
yeah. And like
person as well.
you could just chill. I'm like a regular conversation, just be like, yo, I'm doing this
Yeah.
shit. Do you want to join? There's like
Yeah.
another like cool chill person you meet at like a party or something. Like,
Yeah. Where Kai doesn't really give that kind of vibe. It's more of a like, oh, a group of content creators are coming together to chill with Kai. It doesn't feel like a group of goons just randomly on the street are like, you know what I mean? I don't get that. And he walks around with his security guard. So not that Speed doesn't have any, but it just feels less approachable. I think that's the word.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's less approachable, I guess. Or
And
he's
I think
garnered
as
that
well,
kind of energy.
yeah, I think as well, like in terms of Kaisen as well, you're also
Mm,
interesting to me. I wonder
mm.
where like all like it's just a random thought if to me it's like it's not even like a rage rate type shit. So where's the
Yeah.
rest of AMP in terms of like how Kai is moving, if that makes sense? Because a lot of this like instead of like the self-help and stuff, like wouldn't you kind of also want to lean on your friend with to go on this journey with you, if that makes sense? Like I get
Well,
obviously you want to do shit yourself, trying to kind of create a different lane, but aren't kind of these people maybe it's a
is
lot of off camera, they're probably doing a lot off camera more than like we see, if that makes sense.
but
But
that
it's
is a lot
like
of American groups though. And it's like there's no cohesiveness. There's no like
but
remember
it's
that
because he
whole
said like they were friends long before like they started streaming together. Like
were they
obviously
friends before
no
streaming?
Kai said nah, not all of them to be fair. It was like Agent and you found out like no, they're all streaming individually and they came together later on, I think. It
Yeah.
was like they're still on the come up together, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I guess that's the whole thing where it comes to if you didn't know each other outside of the streaming thing, at the end of the day, you're just streamers. It's like, let's
Yeah.
say if me and you didn't know each other outside of this and we were just two YouTubers making videos, we would do the content. It's all cool. It's all cool. And then after this, we wouldn't talk as much, because
Yeah.
after the cameras, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
like, cool. I'll send it to your editor. You'll send it to my editor. Cool. We do
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
business
Be out
part.
next week. Yeah.
We meet up next week. We do the whole transaction. Money gets transferred. Done. Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, you might chat here and there, but but your co-workers, people forget that. It's like you'll see the streams, but at the end of the day, they are two content creators who are co-workers.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're actually friends with someone outside of it, and you've been friends with them before you've done all the content stuff, and then you create it, there's a bit of a stronger bond. So where you have like groups like what's his name, Light Sidemen, where a lot of them knew each other way before all this nonsense.
Yeah.
Those groups stay together and they have like strict rules behind how things work. And then the Americans are like, oh, what's going on there? Like, how do you guys make that work? It's like, yeah, because we're actually friends. Like, we're
Yeah.
not just work colleagues. Like,
Yeah.
we're friends and then we are work colleagues, but we're friends first.
Yeah.
So it's like, whereas a lot of these guys are essentially glorified work colleagues, they're just content creators who sit around and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, They look like they have a great time with each other. It's like, yeah, cameras turn off, they're gonna go home.
Yeah, and like kind of do their shit. Yeah.
And not to say that they can't be friends or they haven't made friends with each other, but it's when you've made friends in that kind of connection. It's like if I make friends with someone at work.
Mhm.
That's as they call it, a work friend.
Yeah.
It's like if I network with someone, I'll save him on his phone as networking Steve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a completely different dynamic there. And I think that might be the case of because it is a lot for a lot of these like groups or content groups in America where they're all cool, and then there's a 2-hour documentary about how they fell out like a year later.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, why doesn't this guy talk to this guy? Because he didn't pay rent in their content house or something. And then you find out, oh, all these rich guys, a lot of them are trash. And it's like, oh, all of this nonsense or whatnot. But obviously we don't know the ins and outs, but it could be that. It could just be the fact that they're doing things behind doors or whatnot. Or he could have just dropped them completely because he's the bigger breadwinner out of all of them, no?
Yeah.
Because who is it? Him, Phantom. I don't remember. All I know is Phantom. I can't lie. Phantom and Agent, because he just
Duke, Agent, and then Duke, Agent. I forgot the rest, but yeah.
Duke's probably doing his own thing, no? I'm assuming.
He's a grown man. He's like 28 or bullshit.
He's like 30 or something, bro. It's like, you got kids somewhere or something?
Yeah, apparently he does like proper like 7, 8 or something like something ridiculous.
Yeah, damn, that's correct. That's
yeah.
Child support. 7, 8. If it's 7,
the money like get going, but on a personal, that's isolation, child neglect. But
child support is mad,
if you got the time for it, you got the capacity, you do your thing. You're a grown man.
Hey, we listen and we judge. So I mean, I'm Judge Dredd executioner. So like, if it's 7 different women that you've got 7 kids with, then child support is gonna fuck you up, man.
But if it's breaded like that, then he's good.
If you're breaded like that, you'll do what that American footballer did. I can't remember his name. Someone can correct me in the comments if you want to. But he essentially paid it outright in full. So they were like, "Oh, is this much a year?" And he was like, "Cool. How much for like 18 years?" And he was like, "This much." He said, "Cool. Here you go.
Don't bother me.
One-time payment. Don't bother me." And there was like a big dispute about it, but it's like, and then I think there was an issue with the lady paying $250 for a Bentley, and then the court being like, "Yo, that money's for your kid." So yeah, hopefully they got her to refund that fuck ass Bentley, because what the fuck are you doing if a man gives you $750K and you're using
he's smart for paying it all out, right? Because you see how people like aren't really like give like 99% of people. I'm not saying that like some special case. Like you give them like a lump sum money, like $750K all outright, for example, pay for like child support. They're gonna have no clue how to use it. And before if they don't put all that shit in like in an account, that shit is gonna get rinsed. Exactly. And now the kid's 14, the money's gone.
14, bro. It might be the end of the year, bro.
End of the year, the money's gone. Because you're looking at it, it's $750K.
I can get a house.
If I get $750K for child support, as what am I doing first? Googling colleges, Googling universities, okay, and then have all that. Nah, you know what? I'm not that smart. Give it to an accountant again.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give it to an accountant. I'm gonna have them put it into like an account where I get interest from. I can live off that interest and have that locked off for the next 16 years, and I can't touch it no matter what I do. Yeah, and then I would keep 20 grand for myself, and then that's it, bro. I'd be like, take 730. I cannot trust myself with that money. Yeah. Simple as that. I know myself, and just live off the interest. That's $750K. You'll get a lot of fucking interest from that, no?
Yeah, even if it's like 1 week, your interest will be like 1% or something, like every year. Or
but 1% like of 750K is what? 7,500.
Yeah, a year.
That's still a decent amount.
To look after a kid, that's plenty.
No, on top of your own salary. Kid, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. On top of your own salary, that's what, 700 a month.
It'll be difficult to make a salary since you're a single parent. But then even then, you say it's $750K.
Just work, nigga. Fuck.
You're a single parent. You don't want to be around your kid.
But you don't have family now.
But you don't want your family. You don't want to raise your
kid.
Make
shit work. Or like,
well, that's your fault for picking a shit partner. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Your fault for picking a shit partner.
Yeah.
make shit work.
Oh shit, circumstance happens. You don't. I don't know.
Yeah, find a remote job and work from there.
Yeah, whatever.
Like fuck, you gotta make shit work, bro. Sit down on your ass, clown. All of you, clown. Anyway. But yeah, I think that's all the topics. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think that's all the topics covered.
That shit.
Lovely.
Consistency is key. Episode
Consistency
32.
is key. You know? So yeah, find us on all the podcast sites. We've got iTunes, Spotify, all the thingamajigger. There'll be a link downstairs
Section, you know?
in the description.
And then also like, subscribe, you know, all that jazz. Every little helps. Appreciated, you know? And then we'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, tell us what you think about episode 4, all our takes as well. Episode 4 for JJK.
If you like them, if you hate them, if you hate us, let us know, bro. We'll yap about it. We'll fight you as well, but we'll yap about it. All love.
Yeah,
In a bit.
You
My butt is hurting.